Hey YouTube, it's Tuesday morning and we did not get any snow last night, but obviously we're getting some snow now, but the flakes are sort of big so I don't expect much. And I'm sort of glad because I must have overdid it yesterday because I am wiped out today. I just don't feel like going outside. And I guess I should not feel like going outside tomorrow and the next day because it's supposed to be bitter cold, but we'll see. Now I don't know what this is going to amount to. I can't even begin to guess. But I'd say we got about 1 inch out there so far. If it stays like this, snowing, we might get 3 inches, but I doubt it. We'll see. Hope you guys are staying warm and stuff where you are. Waiter talking about this weather. It's supposed to be one of the coldest days, but you know, um, I used to live in the Pocono area of Pennsylvania, and I can remember and the reason I remember this is I had bought a brand new 1978 pickup truck at the time, four-wheel drive, and I went outside to start this brand new truck. It was 2 days old and it wouldn't start because this temperature outside, not the wind chill, but the temperature was minus 24 in 1978, the winter of 78, 77, 78. So this isn't like no record here, right, as far as I'm concerned. Stay warm, guys. Okay, guys, so we got 2 inches of snow. It's not really enough to plow. However, whoops, sorry about that. I don't know how much more we're supposed to get. It's stopped now. And, whew, it's kind of ominous. It doesn't look like it's gonna, the sky doesn't look like it's clearing up, obviously. I gotta get myself somebody to hold the camera one of these days. Anyway, I just want to get the truck started to make sure it's gonna start, because with this cold weather coming, if the truck has a little hint of heat still left in the motor, it'll be a lot easier to start. So I'm gonna get my way over here. Every morning that I came out, this door was frozen, but yesterday when it got cold, I came out purposely in the afternoon to open it and shut it, and now it opened pretty good. I still haven't gotten a chance to do none of the things that everybody told me I could do. I'm going to just take, for the moment, I'm going to spray penetrating oil on this stuff, just so it don't freeze up in the cold snap. Let me start this thing up. Okay, so we'll let that warm up. I'm going to shovel a path over to the garage and stuff, and then I'll probably plow this. I gotta clean her car up too.
Hi YouTubers. I have just gotten the opportunity to speak to you behind the scenes. Normally you get to hear what Joe has to say and see what he's doing, but meanwhile I am behind the scenes, and that's where I like to be. However, now and then it's good to be able to just talk to you and share with you. So here I go. Joe had said to me that one of the people asked him how we deal with the coal dust in the house. Do I have to dust every day? Truthfully, yes I do. It's important to do that in order to stay on top of the coal dust. So little by little I tackle things. Sometimes it's bigger projects than others, but anyhow, it all gets done on a routine basis without me even giving it much thought. I just pick up an item and do some wiping, and before I know it, I've accomplished what I set out to do. So that makes me feel good, because then I can maintain what we have in our home, because we love our home. I love our home. I'm happy to be a homemaker. I retired last year, and I was not able to give it all the attention, our home, all the attention that I really wanted to, and now I can. So I'm happy to do it, along with the other things I do, such as taking care of our puppy dog Bullseye when Joe is doing something else. And I also help with our chickens, which have been so good to us. They have given us eggs daily, and we can't ask for more than that. And the conversations I have with them, they're fun too, because they talk back to me in their own cackling way, whereas I speak. So that's the difference between that. I understand and have seen from the news that our Michigan viewers are really experiencing a lot of winter hardship. And not only do I see it, but then you tell us, you share with us what you have experienced. And we feel for you. Also, it gives us a heads up on what we can expect in about 2 days from yours. And sure enough, here we are. We got our abundant snowfall on the weekend. We got some today. And tomorrow, rather than the snow, we're expecting extreme cold, from which you are trying to find relief. So just keep bundling up as you can and follow the directives that you're told regarding how to prevent frostbite, because you don't want to lose any limbs that you have, or even your pets. Be careful for them, because they don't know. They count on you as well as they count on us. On the other end, we have Sydney, Australia, which is now going through 115-degree difference. My goodness, 115 degrees for you, and for us, we have 23. My word, that is such a vast difference. So, if I were asked to which I would prefer, the 115 or 17 and the 23 here, I have to honestly tell you, I am happy that we are here simply for temperature purposes, because it's easier to layer on clothing than to keep removing so that you can be comfortable. But I'm sure that by now you folks have learned how to handle your situation, so just be sure that you drink a lot. A lot of water is required. That will maintain your body better than anything else, as far as I know from personal experience and reading. So do whatever it takes to keep yourselves healthy, and soon you will experience better, decent temperatures than what you have right now. We're going to have below zero and then some in the next 2 days. So for us, we will have to put into practice what we have read and learned about not getting frostbite. this conversation with you, I just want to let you know that, believe it or not, we've been on YouTube for a couple of years now, and to our pleasure, we are reaching 5,000 subscribers. That's a big wow. And we have you to thank. All of you, just by watching and clicking and subscribing, make all the difference. And by doing this, it keeps us where we are, and we can continue sharing with you, and you share with us. We need you to share with us. Your comments are welcome and appreciated. So don't be thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to do this because it's not anything really important. But you know what? It is important to us. And I'll tell you something else. Any questions you might have, consider them the way we do. They are valuable and worthwhile to be answered. No question is a stupid question. I can tell you that, because you are learning something by the response you get. So the person who is smart is the person who does the asking. Don't be intimidated by what other people say or do, because you are you, and you are important to us. And we are happy to have you on board. So, just so you know. Also, since Joe is not around, I am happy to be able to use this camera to my benefit and yours. I'd like to share a couple of things about my Joe with you that you probably don't know. Not that he would mind, it's just that for him to share them, it really doesn't seem all that relevant. But to me it is, because it'll give you a better idea of who Joe is. He is one of the most caring, sincere, honest people that I know. And I am thankful to be his wife. He is a guy who will do what it takes to make things happen for our family as well as for you. He is not afraid to tackle issues or speak and say what's on his mind. And believe you me, by doing that, it helps all of us to think and perhaps rethink some of the thoughts we've had on things. And I also want to say that nobody knows everything. So by you giving us your comments, we are also learning. And Joe has been able to put his efforts and knowledge into practice. Some things he has done extra research on so that he could provide you with the correct information. So don't be afraid or bashful to ask the questions that you ask. They are truly appreciated by us, just so you know. Among the things that I can tell you about Joe is that he can be in the middle of a job, be it outside or in the house. And if he is asked by someone either on the phone or outside, even working on the sawmill, if someone approaches him, he will stop what he's doing if he can, and take care of welcoming the person and making them feel like, hey, they are important, because they are, just like you are. So just remember that because because he is so knowledgeable about stuff, it doesn't mean that he can't take time from his day to focus on getting information that you might want or need. And he does do that. He's a dedicated person, a dedicated to his family man, as well as when he was a teacher, he was very dedicated also to get the students to get the right information so that they could be the best that they could be upon their completion of their courses. I have to tell you, many students wrote excellent responses on Joe when the courses were over. And they said they wished that more of the teachers that they had the same ability to share with them and show them how to do things in a smart way. So I just want to share that with you because this is one of the facets that makes Joe who he is. And he is an honest individual, besides sincere. I believe I already told you he's sincere, and I think you can see it and read it in your response, the responses he sends your way. So, I don't want Joe to feel like I gave away all his secrets on him, so I think I'll wrap it up with that. But just know that he is a genuine person. Who you hear and see is what you get. So, enjoy the channel as you do. And from what I've seen on the comments, you do enjoy and look forward. And that truly makes me happy as well. Now, I'm going to be wrapping up shortly, so before I go into editing, I just want to touch on one topic that is quite important to me and us, and its importance has even been elevated recently because of what's been going on in our country. Our gun rights are being attacked, and we have been given them by our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and we want to maintain what our country was founded on. No other country in this world has it as good as we do. And we want to maintain what we have and enrich it and not take away from it. So please, let me share with you one of the reasons why I feel the way I do about maintaining our guns and our gun rights. When I was a little girl in Ukraine, my grandfather was taken away by the communist government, away from our family, never to be seen or heard from again. He was taken to Siberia, and there we learned that he passed away. That is such a tragic situation. He was a good man, my grandfather. He loved freedom, just like we do. And having lived in the village that we lived in, he was trying to protect our freedoms and keep us safe. And what did he get in return? The communists came and just swiftly took him away without any notice to him or our family. And nobody should experience such a loss. It was tragic, and we don't want anything like this in our country. We love America. And I know you do too. Don't let something like this happen. Because when it does, it can't be taken back. Please, I ask you from the bottom of my heart to love America with all your heart and love the God-given rights that she gives us. Do not be complacent. That is the last thing you want to do. Do not be complacent, because by doing so, we will lose what we have. And we don't want that. We want goodness for all of us and you. And we want to be able to know that our castles, which are our homes, are safe. And we do not have vicious people taking lives of our loved ones, be it in schools, workplaces, or wherever, taken without anyone even realizing what's happening. And the sad thing behind all this, YouTubers, is that the gun is not the problem. It's the people who are mishandling them and using them for bad purposes because they don't know how to love or care. All they're about is themselves and what they can take away from you and I and our loved ones. Don't let that happen. Whatever you need to do to protect our gun rights and our other rights as well, please vote when it's time to vote, and vote for the people who are like-minded like yourself and us. We are conservative people because we feel that conservatism brings about goodness and peace and respect to each other as well as those we love. So you have heard from me what my feelings are about gun control and gun rights. Take it to your heart and know it comes from my heart to you. We want all the goodness that America wants to give us, and we give back in return. That's what makes America great. So, let's keep on doing the right thing and do it with conviction, not with fear, but knowing that you and we are doing the right thing. So, please take my words to heart, as I said before, because they are coming from me to you, from my heart. Thank you for listening to me. I'm so glad I had this chance to speak with you. And I will do it again some other time. But for now, this is what I want to share with you. And that's it for now. Take care and enjoy your day. Hopefully your weather is good for you. Bye-bye for now.